Alright.
Why are these things so fast?
More wretches! Left side!
There we go.
On your left!
You played the original God of Wars?
I played 3. I haven't played the, I haven't played 1 or 2. Ooh.
Sorry.
I still can't believe Mom led a whole rebellion here against Odin and never talked about it.
The fact that it didn't go well might have killed that notion.
What your mother did before we met.
Anyways, yeah, I played God of War 3, but not 1 and 2. I should really go back and buy that, just so I can play it on this, but I think you have to get, like, the special PlayStation whatever to play it.
If you never asked Mom about what she used to do, what did you talk about when you met? Like, did you just say...
Def worth it to play, although it's fucking criminal they haven't brought it back for PS4.
Yeah, that is kind of messed up.
Your mother was far better at fishing than I.
You would think with games like that, it's kind of the same as, like, the original Red Dead Redemption, but they finally actually brought that to PS4, they just made it way overpriced.
Oh, these are wetlands, huh? Pretty accurate.
It is a bog.
Smell is making my eyes bleed.
You know, it is a fair bit more potent than when I last visited, now that you mention it.
Wee. Yeah.
Looks to be an artifact from the Dwarven Resistance. Raid Mars Grasser, father of a few dwarves you may be well familiar with. Brock may be interested in getting these back. Better in his hands than out in the open.
Okay, well, I already have full health, so I don't really need the Nornir chest.
Tyr was a friend to the
You'd
giant.
expect something like that, but all the older Glau is locked to Smarch second.
It's certainly possible. The God of War often...
I don't understand why it's locked. That's just kind of weird. I really like the blades in these games. In 3, I really like the Nemean Cestus, but in this game, I really like blades. Oh, I forgot it did that. Yep, wonderful. It's been a while since I've played, so I'm way rusty. I may be high level, but I have almost no idea what I'm doing because I haven't played in like a month. Well, not a month, but you know what I mean. 2 weeks. Alright.
I had an extremely negative reaction to Gal 4, but it looks cool here. This sounds autistic, but dude, the fixed camera felt essential.
I could understand that. I mean, the fixed camera with the first 3 games kind of acted as a uniting force, and in these games, I think the one-shot camera also kind of fulfills that role. It keeps the story cohesive and allows for a lot of cinematic moments, even though this is a free cam game. Though I agree, I think one of the best parts of the originals was the fixed cam. I really like the fixed cam in the originals.
Okay, there's gotta be some way to turn the wheel up here.
Alright. I'll post this on my Instagram story in a
Don't
bit,
say
so...
cinematic, that's like my N-word.
No! I'll try not to then.
Earthquake?
Occasional but not unheard of happenstance in Svartalfheim. With all the mining here, the land's bound to be a wee bit bothered.
I was thinking,
Spartan kick.
because it's so warm, maybe it's not that the cold hasn't made it here yet, but maybe it's just different in Svartalfheim?
Aye, lad. Winter doesn't strike all realms quite the same way.
Weird
Cinematic.
that
That's
Fimbul
a...
Winter
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it is kind of a
Winter.
In Midgard, it does.
funny way to describe something.
Effects here appear far more gaseous in nature. Observe the geysers. Observe the aforementioned aroma. These effects were present before in some form, but now there's new extremity to them.
Oof. Yeah, I forgot how slow the start of this game is after you beat Thor the first time. Hello. I did not mean to. I got used to using this stone wall shield when I played the game the first time, and so I keep forgetting that you can get your guard broken
They cap those geysers?
with other shields.
I think we need to get that wheel moving, if the water doesn't reach.
Alright. So I gotta get up above to throw my axe at the other geyser. I guess still gotta get used to using the Guardian Shield. It was really good in Valhalla, but in
This
this...
was a huge turn-off for me. Every one of the original Dals opened with a crazy boss fight and then 2018 dropped and you walk in a force.
Yeah, but you also get that Baldur boss fight. That Baldur boss fight was really, really good in 2018. Although I will say, I don't know. When I initially played the game, I was really hoping that we'd get kind of dropped into a greatest hits list of the Norse stuff, because it would have been really cool to like face Thor in the first game or whatever. But as time's gone on, I've grown more of an appreciation for the fact that like they had us only deal with like Baldur and the Sons of Thor in the first game, because it set up this game really well. But maybe that's just me.
More than ingenuity for you.
Alright, I need to go this way. I need to go back this way.
If the dwarves of this realm are anything like Rock and Sindri, it's hard to imagine them siding with Odin.
Well, all too often people are blinded to all but their immediate self-interest. Odin offered them safety. Defying him can be quite dangerous.
Maybe they just need a couple of gods to come along and take the fight to him.
Atreus, that is not why we are here.
I forget just how, like, crazy Atreus is in the first half of this game. I get that he's excited because he feels like he has a sense of destiny, but, like, oh man, bro just really wants war and does not understand the consequences of war.
It seems, Atreus, you intend to recruit Tyr as an ally for war.
I'm trying to keep our options open. Let's just keep moving.
I don't know that he actually wants war that bad, but it feels like it, you know what I mean?
Godlet of War.
Godlet of War, yeah. That's good.
Looks like we
That's a
gotta
good
find a
one.
way to open that gate if we want to get to Nidavellir.
Alright, there's the boat dock. Oh boy, these things. I found these things annoying in the first game. Or not the first game, oh my goodness. The first time I played this game. because you have to get behind them to hit them, and they make those like barking sounds. Yeah, I just forget how like bloodthirsty Atreus seems in the first part of this game, which is funny because by the end of the game, what he's known for, like other than like lying to his father, because of the trust thing with like Angerboda and like all the rest of him, like he lies to his father for good reasons in his mind, and that it just irritates Kratos a lot. Ah yes, these poison spitters, like one of the most annoying enemies in this game. I hate them so much. I'm glad they had more enemy variety in this game though. That it wasn't just like 2 humanoids and a nightmare for every encounter. Anyways, I find it funny that in the first part of the game it seems like he's trying to get everybody to go to war, because in the second half of the game he's very much like trying to protect everyone, like his father and Angerboda and like everybody else. And so the juxtaposition, I think it's cool that he has that growth as a character, but also it is a little wonky. Oh, is there a... I didn't realize that.
Oh, I think I get it. If you freeze the guy, the pressure will...
It would have been totes Rufflecopter if they added the troll face as the enemies in 2018 for the reboot. I would have lolled.
If they added the troll face as the enemies in the 2018...
Block's coming down.
I don't know that I quite get what you're trying to say, but...
Hey, nice one.
I mean, it kind of would have been funny if they just threw something random, like they threw it, kind of like if you've ever played Jedi Survivor, how it's kind of like if you ever played Jedi Survivor, how they bring back Ogdo Bogdo in a couple different things, because that's kind of funny. It's a meme boss from the previous game. They have the like spawn of Ogdo and whatever. That would have been funny if you did that with like... I guess they kind of did that with the Draugr holes in this game.
Lad, if I may, what exactly are you hoping to learn from Tyr?
Well, like I said, I was hoping he could tell me something about Loki. I'd also like to hear some of his stories. Traveling to other lands, giant stuff, and maybe about what it was like to fight back in the day. Just for the history, obviously.
History?
Let's hope Tyr's in a talkative mood after being imprisoned for so long. Not all of Odin's captives can be as charmingly voluble as myself.
We have no proof Tyr is truly here.
Right. That earthquake earlier.
I remember coming back through here at in the post game, trying to clear out a bunch of stuff I forgot about. Especially the pieces of Asgard. I came through here because there was like 2 in the wetlands.
Maybe the earthquakes are too?
Aye, you might be onto something, lad.
Atreus, look ahead.
Wow. Now this looks like a city.
Welcome to Nidavellir, brothers.
Hey, dwarves! Oh. They're, running away.
Oh man, I love this game. Like, it's a really fun game to play, and like, it's honestly impressive how nice it looks.
And was fearing the notion of being detached from it.
Why held that for us, though?
When you dropping Last Caress?
We'll see. If I end up doing a Last Caress cover, it'll probably be around, Halloween, because, you know, Halloween, but Halloween Misfits, kind of the classic. I started a Hybrid Moments cover, but like, I haven't been able to record a good vocal track for it.
I'll give give you $20 when you do.
Yo, that's cool.
There'll be no help, to be sure. Best we
I'll
find the
consider
talents
that,
to be
my
mentioned
friend.
on our own.
Oh yeah, I forgot this sound zone thing. We haven't gotten that at this point in the story. Yay!
Is that a statue of Odin? They must really love him here.
Or fear.
Okay, so what's up here? I don't think I ever went up here in the previous game. Or in the previous... you know what I mean. This is New Game Plus.
Also thank you for being the only iCore artist that hasn't molested teenage girls.
But I did know you'd be here.
Uh.
I've got something for you.
I guess you're welcome. That's a little
You know, I'm glad
disconcerting to hear.
Ragnarök. Oh, if these cobblestones could talk.
I love Sidri so much. It's such a shame, like, what happened to him by the end of the game, because I love him. He's a great character.
Do you mind if I fiddle with your bow?
And the actor who plays him has to be really, really good. He just does a really good job showing how broken he becomes.
Taking advantage of certain material. Ow. Structural sensitivity to sonic vibrations has been something I've been meaning to try for quite some time now.
Thanks for, finally trying it. What's it gonna be this time?
I find it funny that Trace's garb has the little Greek symbols on the waist thing. And also that he's wearing, like, what appears to be pieces of, like, his mother's cloak from the flashbacks we see, too. It really makes... I think it's a really good costume design. It's a little off the wall, like, it's very patchy, but that makes sense for where we are in, like, his story at the start of the game. Because he's very much conflicted between, like, his mother's ideals and himself.
Half the creepy crawlies in need of belief.
How was I supposed to know they were there?
Bonk. Wretches are so much fun. It's so much fun dealing with wretches in this game, especially if you can nail them with the Blades of Chaos, because I discovered that in the Valhalla DLC. That you could, like, pin them and then crush them with the blades. It's really funny.
Well, everyone's hiding on this side.
Hey, Viri.
Hello there, Marcelo.
But there aren't any guards patrolling.
If I pronounced that wrong, I apologize, but I presumed.
Have you made an example of to keep the rest in line? Self-preservation can outweigh bravery for even the strongest.
Oh wow, wonderful. More Grim that are easily wiped out.
You did it right.
Okay, good. I figured I did, but sometimes I'm bad about that, especially reading it out of the corner of my eye. I need to get better at reading chat if I'm going to stream more regularly. Which, not really regularly, you get what I mean. I just kind of I think I want to stream some of this game because I really enjoy playing it, and I really enjoyed streaming the last time I did. And having, like, members of the community kind of come in and ask questions and chill out. That was a lot of fun, so I'm always down to, you know. Oh yeah, you probably can't access that because the Flower of the Nine Realms is over there. We're not supposed to, technically not supposed to see that until we run into Freya, so whatever. I figured I could maybe pick it up early in the game since I have the spear on me. Anyways, does anybody have any questions to ask? I'm more
Like
than...
play TF2 of some other game or and I'm bored and questionably tipsy.
We don't want to intimidate him.
Unfortunately, I don't think you can play TF2 on the PS5.
None taken. Fair point, though.
I think that's him.
I would consider playing like a TF2 with fans of
Watch
like
yourselves.
Apparently, there
You know,
are intruders.
could play TF2 on the console. I don't really have a good gaming PC.
Well, if you're planning on killing me, at least let me finish this song. That alarm was in just the perfect key.
We're just looking for a friend of ours named Derlin.
Well, we both know that's not true. Derlin's got no friends left. But if that's all you need, head out the back way there, and you'll see the safety office.
Battlefront 2 moment.
Oh man, I used to play Battlefront 2 all the time.
And while you travel,
Like back in 2018, 2019, and I would stream it somewhat regularly too.
Later, brother.
I wish to hear of this mess.
The rig's in the bay. Why don't you ask the condescending skull?
Head, I've got skin. But he's right. I made a mistake. I'd have us shut them down.
Ah, yes. I have to say, I really do. That's one of my favorite tasks in the game, is freeing the, well, whatever it is, the Lungbacher, and also freeing the,
Although, these are gifts I'm giving to you, so I shouldn't be sorry and you should be thankful. Anyway.
the half-goofus, whatever, yeah. Whatever you call them.
It's beautiful. Thanks, Sindri.
It is beautiful.
Anyway, did one of you ask something before that I forgot to answer? Because I felt like I saw something that I forgot to answer.
As long as your heart desires the locations your father and you decide and plot to travel together, then yes.
It is a compass.
Ah, but a beautiful compass. Now scamper off.
Well, would you look at that? We got a new compass. Yep. Yeah, I know.
God,
I'm aware. I played the
boat
game.
cannot be far.
Alright. I
It's
should probably
just me and Mark, man.
Doesn't sound
Yeah, I
like
just thought one of you asked something.
Pause being the key word here, little brother.
Let me post it on Instagram, see if anybody else shows up.
Maybe we should
We'll
head that
see.
way.
Let me pause my game for just a moment, and I'm going to share this on a couple different things. See if anybody pops in. That is, if it'll give me the link. Yeah, I can't seem to share it from here. I don't know. Whatever. I'll have to figure that out before next time. Just
Those bloody mining rigs.
What about them?
The Skald is right to blame me for them. They were my idea. If you've got
Do you want to talk about the complete destruction of the scene without dropping names or private info?
I feel like it's just been a long time coming. It's just degradation, really. I mean, the sectarianism, was kind of a thing after
the lake to the right. You can see the smoke
the festivals. And all the drama.
It looks like Jones' place is through that open gate to the left.
Overall, it's just, I don't think it's a horrible thing. I think there's still people that came out of it that were...
We could prepare more before rescuing Tyr. Up to you.
Okay, I want him to be quiet because I'm trying to answer the question. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it's just kind of been a slow, change over time. There are still people around from the scene who are doing, good stuff. But,
I don't
there's
care
also...
about the drama, it just sucks dick that overnight it all went to shit.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I'm kind of sad that it isn't, a unified community anymore, but
Really the one who had
it is what it is.
Odin wanted the dwarves under his control, and, well, I convinced him he could buy their allegiance instead of demanding it outright. A trade agreement of sorts.
Okay, we're gonna do this side quest because I did it in the previous game and I want to do it again. Alright, mining rig.
See the smoke above us? That's where we're headed. Let's see if we can't shut it down. Poison from above!
why that didn't work the first time. Oh man.
Knock him down! Behind you! Incoming!
Where are you? There you are. Come here, boy.
Incoming! Above you! Got him!
Yoink. Come here. Alright.
The rig's likely chock-a-block with materials that could help us. I'd grab whatever it spits up in the process.
Anyways, what was I saying before? I'm kind of sad that it's not all cohesive still, but it is what it is.
Why do they blame you?
I talked them into their own exploitation.
They made their choice.
Work or die is not a choice. I only made it seem so. What you just picked up there is pure Svartalfheim ore. It won't be of use in the rig anymore, but perhaps our Huldra brothers could craft something from it.
Hearing the explanations is a little tedious when you've already done all the side quests in the game. I have every trophy for this game. You know what? Since I already did this side quest, like with Atreus in the previous playthrough, I'm gonna go ahead and like progress the story.
How did these rigs come?
What was that? Yeah, 1 second.
I had them built to harvest ore for armaments, essentially.
Alright. One moment, and I will see if we can get anybody else in here, because chat is empty.
Forces that would otherwise go to the dwarves.
You think shutting these things down will help the dwarves become independent?
I don't know, but I have to try something.
Alright, where was I headed? Oh yeah, the main mission.
Come here. What's the deal with Odin's ravens? They can just transport him anywhere?
Except for the realm between realms, thankfully.
Why?
Harder to find, thanks to dwarven enchantments and Yggdrasil's very own nature.
Lucky us.
Alright.
This is the safety office?
Well, the sign a hair's breadth away from a head injury up there certainly gives that impression.
Oh boy.
We're looking for Durlin?
You have an appointment?
No.
The way he just
Anyone
directs
ever had
him.
an appointment here?
Here to collect on something, pal? Think parading a severed head around on your hip is gonna scare me into somehow approving Estrid's accretion proposal, eh?
Huh?
We are looking for a prisoner.
I don't know, I like Durlin, but he really isn't a big
Being
part of
kept in
this
a mine
game.
somewhere. Some friends of ours said that you could help.
Where did you get... You chop her head off with that too, eh?
She was my wife.
The reaction. Oh man.
Dina and I wondered where she went after our little coup here failed.
Failed?
Yeah, come. Failed.
Faye is dead.
Rest of them are. One's left alive have to pay the price. I'm afraid I can't help you with your little prisoner situation.
But he could have answers on how to stop Odin. And free Svartalfheim from the Aesir.
Now, I'm not in the business of crossing the old father anymore. Right, before you go,
Oh man.
take this.
What is it?
A fine. Hygiene code violation for improper transport of a rotting head. 2 demerits for speaking the All Father's given name, and, yeah. For fucking up my desk!
Oh man.
Pay it at your leisure, okay? Get out of my office.
Goofy.
So what about get out of my office? Don't you understand?
You said her name was Diener? Oh, sure. Thank you. I think.
Oh man. I forgot how goofy this game can be.
Hey, this isn't a fine.
Not now. There are enemies ahead.
What was that? Oh. Oh, okay, it did go up. It did. There we go. That's better. For a second I was confused.
Sorry, fiance called what I miss about my earlier comment.
I think you asked about the scene. Was there anything more specific, like you wanted to know or like ask about? Because I can probably answer your question better if I have a better idea of what you want to know specifically. Alright, where? Oh yeah. Can you quit running? Imagine running, bro. Anyways, you're good, man.
I don't
What?
have to name anyone or even talk about it, but one thing I am curious about.
Sure. I mean, what are you curious about then? I'll try my best to answer what you have to ask. Oh. Too bad. Guard break doesn't work when I have a Atreus.
One left.
Where? Oh, there you are. There you are. Alright.
Okay. I think Derlin wrote down directions.
The dwarf has given us a map.
Sort of. You smell him? But it seems to lead to a mine beyond that mountain. Ah, Tyr. Derlin helped us anyway.
Not everyone uses axes and arrows to fight.
Anyways, you were gonna ask. You said I didn't have to use specifics, but you were gonna ask about it, something specific.
Did Raven really do anything wrong? I know there was drama around the whole whatever during the dark, but I don't understand like how like an ex.
I'll be honest, I don't really know the full details of, like, oh my goodness, it's hard to answer stuff when he's talking.
Quite like a dwarven train ride.
I don't know. I don't know enough about it. Overall, I've lived and I've decided to live and let live on that whole thing. I don't really blame her for most of the stuff that I think like directly went wrong with that is like I would say Birdbath. Like I place more blame on him for like most of the drama that surrounded that than I do like Raven or Zany. Or even like Owen. I don't really have a problem with any of those people.
There's a name I don't miss hearing.
No one said it until you did, just now.
Durlin. He didn't need to say it, brother. It was written all over his face. Well, burned, I should say. To his head.
He burned that into Derlin's head?
Failed rebellions tend to warrant swift and enduring retribution.
He is a captain of Odin.
Aye, and a bearer of Galahorn. True believer, that one. There are few things so dangerous in a man as lack of doubt.
Alright.
Seems like we're here.
Anyways, did that answer your question at all?
This way. I can see another train. Let's look for a way to get over there.
Hey, Odin's Raven. I'm gonna get you.
You know, maybe finding Tyr is our best protection.
Dang it.
Seemed like Odin really didn't want us to find it. Once Tyr's free and can be God of War again, Odin won't have time to worry about us.
I was just curious. Literally the last show that got cancelled was the only one I was gonna show up to Earl and all that happened, so call me B.
Ugh, sorry to hear that, man. I haven't gotten to go to any of them either, just because they haven't been in convenient areas for me. Like, they're all... almost all of them have been in the south, but, like, they're too far for me to travel on a whim. Well, that's ignoring your chest, which I don't need since I already have full health upgrade. Ah, yes, the Drekkie. This thing was a thing of nightmares whenever I first played the game, because I was on the harder difficulty, and I died so many times in this arena.
Is that Trekkie? What happened here?
Use caution.
Proud Missourian, represent.
Yep, definitely.
Ah, yeah. It would be cool at one point to have a representative from all 50 states in the chat. That would be funny. Yoink. Oh, yeah. Yoink. He's already on fire. Ooh, forgot I did that. Ah. Woo. Get yoinked. Oh, you have no idea how satisfying that feels after how hard I struggled in my first playthrough against this thing.
That one was tough.
Stay on your guard. There could be others around.
Funny alligator.
Yeah, funny electric alligator.
That was the first thing we found.
If so, it was their aggression that got them both killed.
Literally Florida 2024 colorized. That's what that is right there.
Down there. I can see a mine. That has to be what Derlin was talking about.
Tracks up on the left there. Might be another train we can take.
Father, what if a war with Odin isn't just tears to fight? What if it's ours too?
War is not the only way.
We're gods. Better gods. We're trying to
Ugh.
stop Ragnarok. To help
Man, like, Atreus, dude, I get that Odin sucks, but you want war so bad, man. Like,
Tangerine Tyrant make Florida real 2024.
real, man? That's what I was talking about earlier, where you can squish the wretches. I love doing that.
The wretches keep coming from that pillar.
Yoink. Oh, there's a nest. Cool. I'll destroy the nest then. Oh man.
Looks like we have to get this one back on the track.
I desperately miss Anne Harrow, Ulo Slater, and Hard Christ disappointed face.
Me too.
Wait, I meant my life. Hopefully that's it.
I really liked it. In Hero was cool.
Wait, I meant my life. Keep going. Hopefully that's it. We're so close. Just a little to the left.
Oh,
Yeah, that's it.
mini games.
Here we go.
Yeah, I think Hard Christ is okay. He's just not focused on music anymore.
Album of 2020 along with Slater's.
Yeah, 2020 was a good year for like albums in that genre.
Here.
Death by Slater was good. And Hero's self-title was great.
Because we don't trust
Oh
anyone, right?
my goodness, what else came out in 2020?
Uh-oh.
Was that Snailcore Deluxe or was Snailcore Deluxe 2019? I don't remember off the top of my head.
On your left!
Oh, I forgot about this little mini game. Yoink.
Tell me where! Look for a break to stop the train! Should be a lever of some sort!
Found it! The brake's stuck!
Keep trying, little brother!
I love smacking things as Curry does. It's just so satisfying.
I think it's about to...
No!
I like how he just, like, casually kills this troll in a mini game after we spent half the last game fighting and killing trolls as boss fights. And then there's, like, one troll in the mines, and that's
What
like...
I loved about Stater's work was that his work feels like the only among the scene that kinda went beyond the pop-punk riffs with.
Yeah, he kind of took influence from hardcore in a lot of ways. Especially on that album in particular. I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to throw the axe. Alright, sorry, I had to pause the game.
Is legit one of my favorite albums, period.
I'm kind of bummed that one isn't on Spotify anymore. I listened to that pretty regularly for a while. I think In Hero's self-titled's still on Spotify. I think all of his stuff's still on Spotify as far as I know. But... so many of these things. Iframes.
Same. Legit helped me through my first failed engagement face with spiral eyes.
You've been engaged more than once. That's kind of impressive.
This place is incredible.
I'm glad it got you through it though. Music can pretty regularly help you through tough times. That's one of the best things about music.
The whetstone of the night ripper. When resisting an occupation, sometimes the most obvious methods are the best.
Being mentally ill and 6'3" is hard. Life as a gamer is hard.
I can understand that. I'm about an inch shorter and also, you know, a little messy upstairs. Oh. You know what? For jumping me, you get cut in half. Come here, boy.
Society is hard on us.
Society. Man. You remember when that was like the peak of comedy? Like the Joker memes of like society? Man, that was an era. There was the unironic people who thought it was good, which was funny in and of itself. And then there were the people who like made fun of the people who thought it was good.
It's fucking still the leak of comedy.
The leak of comedy? Whoa, man. It is still pretty funny.
Gang leaders, gamers, virgins, society fears us.
Society. Society memes will always be funny.
These must lead into the mine. We'll need to get past this cargo.
Oh yeah, I forgot. There's this thing. That's what I need to block.
Looks like you stopped the water flow on that trough. That's it. Let's head across.
Okay, let me across already.
Aye, but no seals to destroy or bells to ring. These are different.
Yoink. We're not doing the Nornir chest on this playthrough because I already have max health.
get up there if you help me.
No, whatever. I destroyed all of Odin's ravens last playthrough as well. That's kind of redundant. I 100% completed the game. I did
I'll
everything.
head across for a better look.
I own a copy of Anarchist Cookbook and I love guns and I know like people and just do everyone knows. Maniac on YT is my biggest inspiration.
Don't get me in trouble there, buddy.
Jump that. Your knees aren't that bad.
Atreus.
Might you be able to freeze it?
Perhaps. I don't know that I can reach it. Yoink. Alright.
That jump.
Yep.
Another one of those wooden trucks. Wonder how the dwarves thought of stuff like this.
Aye. Might be the great motivator of convenience. Why do the work when you can get the wet stuff to do it for you?
Sure hope Tyr's here.
Atreus, we seek information,
I know. Stop acting like I'm trying to start a war.
yet you do not say otherwise.
Others? Maybe we can lay this to rest a bit, eh?
Anarchist Cookbook. I always forget that thing exists.
You lived on your...
Do you accept super chats?
I don't have it linked to any, like, payment method, so I don't think I can get super chats, but I appreciate the thought.
Thanks. Let's keep moving.
Looks like we found Durlin's mine entrance.
Does it is there an option in there that, like, it'll allow you to do super chats? Because if so, that's weird. Yeah, game rule. I don't stream enough to have payment methods linked, unfortunately.
Light source. Sorry. And have no way of seeing exactly what untold horrors lurk in the dark. These will help. Okay, back to your exploring now. Off with you.
Thanks, Sindri. Hey, wait. What do you mean by untold horrors?
Hello, Draugr. Ah, yes, 2018's One Enemy of Choice.
What was Skyrim reference?
I don't think that was an intentional Skyrim reference. I was more so joking about how Draugr were so universal in the last game. Like, every enemy encounter had a Draugr and, like, a Revenant.
I think this is it. This is the mine.
Intriguing. However, we're ill-equipped to do anything with it right now.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You have to meet Freya before that works.
Well,
Give me that.
looks like the official entrance to the mine is blocked. There's got to be another way.
This way.
Yoink.
Nice.
Yoink.
Dead end. Come on, let's see where this goes. Ugh, these guys again? Where are they all coming from?
It certainly smells like...
All right, what were you saying before?
I think I can hear the water too.
Slow down, Atreus. Take care. Be ready.
So, I think I
I found where those wretches were coming from.
They will overwhelm you quickly. Stay close.
Take it off, man. You've got this.
They just keep coming.
It's a bird trap. Spawning a little wretches like there's no tomorrow. Go hard.
You played the original God of Wars. Gamer moment. Whoa, Skyrim reference. Shut up, Skyrim invented Nords. Cute.
Oh boy, I may have done something dumb and marched into battle unprepared. Okay, there we go. I was not paying attention to my health bar at all. I don't know, the text-to-speech was like, it's freaking out a little bit on me right now.
That thing was nasty.
1 second. Let me check the broadcast. I reset the show chat, so hopefully the text-to-speech will be better now. It's really behind to begin with, but it's even more behind.
I don't blame it, it's so busy in here.
There's like 3 people. I have no idea why it's this laggy.
I'm sorry. I know you said not to, but I can't stop thinking about this. We spend all of our time fighting bad stuff. And I don't get why we can't do that alongside Tyr.
We do not know him.
We saw his shrines. He's a leader. He stood up to Odin when no one else would. If he's done it before, why wouldn't he do it again?
Images from long ago do not tell a whole story.
Anyways, what were we saying before the text-to-speech got all laggy?
I can't help but feel like you're angry with me or something. Ever since we got to Svartalfheim, you've been critical of my every move. If you don't think I can lead us, just say so.
It is not your competence that is in question.
Okay? But what does that mean?
Consider your intent.
Alright, we're deep within the mine. Let's go.
Huge. Must have taken ages to build.
I forgot how long this section goes on for.
Bird's instructions do not say which one.
Nope, we're on our own here. Your question from before, about my intent. I intend to help the God of War stop Odin. And that means freeing him from whatever prison he's in right now.
Brace yourselves, friends.
Sindri? Oh.
And be careful exiting that thing. 1 foot at a time. There are loose, rusty nails everywhere.
Have you seen any signs
I
of
love
Tyr?
As if
I love
can
Sindri.
navigate this maze of running sewage. No. I'm sure you'll manage that on your own.
I don't know. The water looks pretty clear here.
Keyword, looks. That ought to hurt him. What can I make for you?
What? I forget that all these are in the game. Ooh.
By the way, if you're headed to the mining rigs in the bay, could...
Alright, what was I looking at? Oh, yeah.
Bro, you should set up donos.
bring me any slag you
I'll
find?
consider
I
it.
could use the material for my craft.
I don't know how to do it on YouTube, though. I don't know if you can set up donos if you don't have, like, a certain number of subscribers. So, I'll have to look at that.
An eye for detail.
Because I know with other forms of monetization, you have to have a certain number of subscribers. I'm not sure if that's the case with, Sorry.
Water flow's blocked.
Not sure if that's the case with...
What next? Ah, not quite right.
No. Okay, needs to go there. There we go.
That worked. Let's get to the door. Come on.
I couldn't quite get the axe placement right. But yeah, I'll consider setting up donos if it's possible to set up donos at my current subscriber count.
He's got to be here somewhere. This mine is huge.
Atreus, what do you intend to stop Odin from doing? You speak as if you know his plan.
I don't know his plan. That's why we're...
Brothers, with Fimbulwinter underway and Ragnarok around the corner, Odin will be desperate. Whatever he's planning to do surely won't be to the benefit of anyone but himself.
Exactly.
Oh man, I forgot how much vent crawling is in this game. Well, not really vent, but you get what I mean.
Across the way, there's another door. Maybe that's the one.
Yoink. Whee! Up the thing, yep.
Did you see that over there? There's a broken door up to the left behind this crane. Maybe Tyr tried to escape. We should look.
BTW, do you have any idea what happened to the Apunk subreddit?
I
haven't had the time to read into it, but it seems really toxic at the moment.
I have almost no clue what's going on in there, and that has to do mostly...
That sounded like it wasn't quite right there, brother.
I have no idea, but that mostly has to do with the fact that I don't use Reddit. I was hearing that it was, like, toxic, so, like, there's a mix of two different things. There's people, like, accusing artists and other people of things that maybe aren't entirely true, and then there's also, like, purists who are saying, oh, normies are into the genre, and that's bad. And so, yeah, it's... I've heard it's pretty bad, but I don't use Reddit, so I can't really tell you the specifics.
All I know is Fried by Chloride hates it. Normies are into the genre.
Yeah.
Oh yes, people finding music.
Yes, people...
Ugly crying face. Maniac, I love our music, bro. I'd love to add you on Discord. I need INSPO.
Thank you, man. Nice to hear that. Oh, you can undo that.
Nice. That'll keep the water flowing over the side.
Alright, what am I supposed to do here exactly? I forgot. It's been a while since I played this puzzle.
Up this way. You might be able to
Yeah,
get
but
close to
the tragedy of people finding our music, it's like, do you want to be popular? Do you want to be liked? Like,
I'd love to get some advice.
message me on Instagram and I'll add you. I prefer not to just put it up on stream because, you know, bots and people adding it trying to be annoying. Not a fan of that. But if you message me on Instagram, I'd be happy to give you my tag so you can talk.
Lucky he inspired me to just make a shit ton of A-Boom covers with some British kid over Discord skull. Ruby bro, now I agree completely on now.
Well, you
Come
know,
on, let's take that lift
it's
up.
complicated.
Can't be far.
I didn't hear the previous message, so I'm going to pause just for a minute so I can read it.
Based.
Alright. Yeah, it's all chill. I still don't really know what's going on with, like, the whole e-punk thing, like, the Reddit, so...
Think about how Tyr's probably
yeah.
If I were imprisoned by Odin and finally freed, Odin would obviously be at the top of my list. But I would just want to fight something. Anything. Even if it was just to know I still could.
I really like the design of the Spartan Asterisk, but I'm not a fan of, stamina. Sorry. I'm getting into random game details. Y'all probably have more questions about music. I'm happy to answer your questions about music. Wow, yeah. I didn't know Negative XP invented distortion and 3-chord progressions. Ah, yes. The tragedy of being popular.
Certainly weren't Tia. Best look around.
He actually is Elvis O_O.
Whoa, man, yeah. I didn't know Elvis was
Is that a relic?
an Asian man of questionable morality.
I see so much shooter hate for only using 2 chords on his songs, but low-key that takes a lot of skill to make them sound that good.
I don't blame him. I don't like Shooter because I think he's kind of negative in some ways, but like I don't have any animosity toward the guy. I feel like I just don't agree with him on a lot. It's not like a drama thing in any way, shape, or form. I don't have any problem with him on a personal level. He does make good music and he is pretty talented.
To be fair, he's not exactly the only artist doing that, and that's okay.
Yeah, that's true. It's totally fine. It's all good. It's all chill. You know, doing what you find fun, making what you want to make. It's kind of fundamental.
We might be able to get out of here this way.
If you're not making
drama, especially with celebrities because of how much it dehumanizes people for making totally normal mistakes.
Yeah, I can agree with that to some degree.
Don't even say it. We're gonna
I actually really liked Gamer 3 and liked him tapping into a different style. That's why I like the account community, because they're all just normal people and understand that.
Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, I understand liking Gamer 3. I liked a couple tracks on it, but I overall wasn't a fan. But, like, I'm glad somebody enjoyed it, because for a while, oh my goodness, everyone was just, like, aggressively mean about that being bad. Is he even, like, celebrity status anymore? I hardly hear about him outside the community. I know for a while he was, like, popular. Like, really popular. He used to have, like, more broader cultural reach. I am really bad at reading... I am really bad at reading tone in text-to-speech messages.
Maniac, is it okay if I make a cover of In the End?
That is...
A very small comeback last month with some re-releases on Spotify. Coming back next month with Need, I think.
Oh, that's cool. Well, good for him. I'm glad he's finding something to do. overall, I thought the re-release stuff was pretty good. Anyways, what were you saying before?
Camo albums good.
Oh yeah, so somebody asked if they could make a cover of "In the End." I appreciate you asking, but that is not my song. That is the Sleep Demons song, and so if you're gonna make a cover of that song, I would ask them, or him. Sorry, it's just one guy, but the Sleep Demons on SoundCloud is the originator of that song. I would ask him before making it. If you make it, I would approve of it, but like, I just want to make sure you ask the original artist.
You said you'd follow my lead, and I say we keep looking. So knock it off.
Watch yourself. I will follow, but I state what I see. You do not agree with me, but you will not speak to me this way. Are we clear?
Sir.
Kratos going full angry dad right now.
Why should I?
Oh yeah, you can do a cover of Why Should I? You can cover any of my songs, just make sure you credit me.
Quite new. He just took old songs, usually specifically about people, and put them together in different orders so the...
Yeah, I know that they aren't... I know they aren't new songs, but yeah, I thought the EPs were good. I'm glad he finally put some of that stuff on Spotify. What was I gonna... where's my objective here? I kinda forgot, not gonna lie. Oh, it's right here. Duh.
Fair what I meant. I love head full of concrete.
The chain is blocked.
Should be clear now.
Nah, that's fair. I mean...
Maybe soon I can stop paying for YT music just to listen to old MSG and unreleased Shooter Skull.
I do. There's a couple of the songs I like specifically, but
Seems like we'll have to get to it first.
Dumb as Rocks is a pretty talented guy. He doesn't put out like a lot of stuff. Him and Crust Socks both, I think, are like really talented producers and do really well. But they don't put out a lot of stuff like generally. I'm trying to figure out how to say it, but
Exercise.
they put out less content, but the content they put out is of very high quality.
I fucking love them both.
But if the wake of destruction is a bunch of bad guys, why does that matter? You're strong, and you did the right thing.
War does not measure the strength of a man. I hope one day you understand.
And speaking of Dumb as Rocks, the girl I'm dating Oren, I saw your cover of Low IQ in her sad playlist and that made me go for her skull.
I mean, good for you, man. I'm glad to hear it's bringing y'all together. Congratulations. I hope that works out for the two of you.
Keeper.
Yeah, she's a keeper. I see what I need to do now. I forgot how to do this puzzle.
Well, that didn't quite work. Something else we can do?
One of my openers with my fiancé when we first started dating was telling her about incel core.
Nice.
W live.
W live, yeah, thank you. This live is chill. We're trying to play God of War and not stink at the game.
Rectangular prison. I think her input on that song would be fire.
I'll consider it. I don't remember what that one sounds like off the top of my head, but I'll think about it.
Honestly, agree.
You agree with somebody that it's a W live?
It sounds like phone bag.
I'm guessing
It's
so,
one of
but
my favorite Dumb as Rocks songs, and with how you spin tracks it be so good, bro.
I didn't mean to summon wolves. I was trying to block this thing. I am completely stuck on how to do this puzzle. I totally forgot.
Low IQ is good.
It is. Low IQ is an incredible song. Ah, I see.
Honestly,
I forgot.
with more static and distortion and shit, it would really add to the brain fog fried by screens theme.
Yeah, that would work. Huh. Now what? Oh, yeah, I forgot. Ah. There we go. I forgot about that. There we go. Finally figured out the puzzle.
Damn it! Did you hear that, brothers? I don't think we're alone.
Ears open. Eyes up.
Alright. Anyways, I'm not sure how noisy, like, some of my tracks have gotten cleaner as of late, so I'm not sure how noisy the noise would be if that's what you're looking for.
Atreus, do my words irritate you?
It's fine. I get it.
Brothers! Wait, is that light up ahead there?
Hey, this might be it.
Anyways, what were y'all saying before? I think I got preoccupied.
I'm win and not winny. .ps, albums and syncs should be used. I know that you like to put some of your covers on your albums, and I rec covering I get high too, unless you already have.
I don't know if I'm the right person to do I get high. That one isn't really like fitting for what I, represent, I think, in a lot of ways. Let me see if I can look at chat. I'm trying to read the previous message. Somebody asked about when I think singles, EPs, and albums should be used. So EPs are for like small collections of themed things I typically find, or to release as like intermediate stuff. So like singles usually is marketing things that are coming later, whether that be an EP or an album. EPs are like collections that are focused.
Distortion on it, it'd look good probably. You could do rectangular prison po.
And then albums are like your collections. So like when you have a themed thing, when you have a thing you want to say in a collection of good songs, you put them together and you release an album. But it's a lot more complicated than that, and I'd be happy to elaborate sometime.
Also question, favorite classic punk bands, as in pre-90s?
I've always been a fan of like the Ramones. I also like the Dead Kennedys quite a bit.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, Lyric. Just so I can answer the question before I get distracted with the game again.
I feel that TBH, my bandmate asks me to do so many depressed songs when I'm personally Orthodox Christian and very mentally stable, so it's W.
Yeah, I can understand that. For me, it's just like there's a lot of songs that have like that talk a lot about like drugs that are insult correlated. It's just like that. I'm not the right person to sing that at all because I am straight as a whatever. I don't even know what to describe it as specifically, but you know what I mean. Straight as a razor. Ah, Bifrost. Hello, old friend. Let me get through this combat encounter.
Clearly they don't want us in there. This has to be it.
Back to it then.
Alright, what were you saying before? Because I got totally distracted with the with the game. You know, I'm about to get into a cutscene too. Whoops. Maybe this was not the best game to try and stream.
I swear you and Guess are like the only artists who haven't been just crowded in drama 24/7. It honestly sucks how toxic the community got. Huge fan of Black Flag, Misfits, X, Bad Brains, and I fucking love the Dead Milkman. Hell, The Descendants feels like a prototype to Incel C.
I don't think you're wrong in a lot of ways. I really liked The Descendants in like freshman year of high school, and like Owen and a lot of the other like Florida guys really liked The Descendants, and a lot of those artists you mentioned. Black Flag's also really good. I've listened to a lot of Black Flag.
What trickery is this, Odin? What game do you play with me now?
We're not with Odin. We're the good guys.
Who were you with?
Who was I what? Where have I been? I have been here streaming. What are you asking specifically in terms of where have I been? I don't understand your question.
I've recently gotten big into the merge garage rock scene, like Archers of Loaf, Might Crawl, A Giant Dog, etc.
I've listened to a couple of Giant Dog songs, but I really liked Mike Kroll for a while. Mike Kroll's like just a fun, jammy garage punk band. Well, not band, but he's one guy.
Bro just quoting Black Coffee by Black Flag, face with spiral eyes.
Stay away. Brother, let me try.
My sister was saying, and I think she's right, that Mike Kroll is like if Rivers Cuomo was self-aware.
You killed Mimir. No.
Yeah, we brought him right back.
Yeah. Stay away from me, you monsters!
Stop! We need him!
What?
Oh, man. Odin's impersonation of Tyr is such an interesting part of this game. What were you saying was accurate? I don't know. I stream very inconsistently. I've only done streams a couple times before, so you haven't really been missing much. I pretty much only do it like when I feel like talking to the community and like when I want to play a video game and I feel like it might be good stream content. And it's like I have free time, so a lot of like prerequisites have to be met before I'm ready to stream, usually. And so I don't stream all that often. I think I've done like 2 test streams to see if it would work before, and my Wi-Fi was too weak, and then I got better Wi-Fi, and so now I can stream again, and I've been doing that a little bit. This is the first one I've done in like over 6 months. Oh wow, detonation. I didn't see that coming. Anyways, I do like to stream occasionally because I do find it fun, but like, ugh, I don't like you. I hate these Iron Hagar brutes, man. Just really annoying. You know, something that I thought about doing as like a fun thing, it wouldn't even really like be a career, just like a side thing. I would love to do some voice acting in like video games. That would be like awesome. I really love like listening to different voice actors' performances in video games, and so I feel like I'd love to do that for as like a hobby. Can you all still hear me well, by the way? I feel like I am, like, speaking in a weird tone, and I might not be super comprehensible.
It's okay. It's gonna be okay.
Hello? Chat.
Leave me alone.
Tyr, listen, I swear we're not here to hurt you. We're just trying to get you
Get away
out.
from me,
Take you
please.
somewhere safe,
I
away
beg
from
you.
Odin.
Show mercy.
Yeah, we can. Are you fine?
Oh, okay.
This is
I
my
think
father.
most of the people in chat just kind of dipped out. It's getting kind of late, so I don't blame them. Especially if they are anywhere other than my time zone. Like, if you're on the East Coast right now, it's like, what?
Are you not a soldier?
Oh, okay, it's like 10 o'clock. It isn't that late.
Fasten yourself!
It's pretty late for those in Europe, though.
Brought us to this place.
And I have, like, a decent number of European fans. I didn't know that for a while.
You. Why? You don't know me.
I know what you stood for. You helped the Giants. We're returning the favor.
Me?
We are leaving. Are you coming with us?
Real Texas Hours FRFR.
Yeah, real Texas hours. Suffering. Man.
Your statue in the lake. You had a spear. I thought you needed a weapon.
Walking stick? No. A kind thought, but no. Thank you, no.
But... okay.
I ran because I don't always know what's real. Sometimes...
Anyways, did y'all have anything else you wanted to ask about? I'm more than happy to elaborate on anything from earlier.
We live in strange times.
Everyone hears him talk.
We must return home.
Like I said before, I really love this game. It's some good stuff.
I'm curious, what got you interested in making your own music?
Weirdly, as much as I was talking about him earlier, Negative XP was, like, one of the reasons I started. Negative XP and Nirvana were, like, the two bands that made me really interested in making, like, not bands, but two projects that really made me interested in making my...
Punk and Incelcore.
Those two, like DIY, so, like, grunge and, like...
any kind of bedroom rock.
Like, all the MSG stuff, particularly Negative XP, and, like, then, like, the grunge stuff, Nirvana, like, those were the two that really made me want to start making my own music and made it feel, like, achievable, if that makes any sense. Because they weren't super hard things to play, and for a while I struggled to sing and play guitar at the same time, and so I felt like it was very difficult, and, yeah.
Are there names by which I should call you?
I'm Atreus. You already know him here. And that's my father, Kratos.
How does the son of a Spartan come to speak for the Jotnar?
My mother was the last giant in Midgard. Laufey?
Laufey. I remember that name.
She tried to help people, too. She's in the light of Alphon now.
You'll have my sympathies.
Are you okay?
These are just much stronger when you're not sitting down.
Anyways, those two were like a really big part of why I started making my own music. I don't know if that answers your question.
Why risk Odin's wrath to free me?
Well, Ragnarok is coming. I hope you knew that. We thought you'd want to help.
You freed me only to start a war?
No!
I started after sitting to the Brobex cause I knew piano but also knew it wouldn't be hard to learn other parts.
Oh, that's cool.
Footsteps.
You know, that's one of the reasons I wanted to start playing an instrument originally was piano. I really liked Queen, and I know, weird choice given like the genre I ended up in, but
And weird choice given piano.
well, I was really interested in piano after seeing like the Queen movie and like getting back into a lot of the Queen stuff in like late middle school, early high school, and so I decided after like a lot of deliberation about a bunch of different instruments that I actually wanted to play guitar because I was a really big fan of what Brian May was able to do. Him and Frank Iero from My Chemical Romance like really made me want to play guitar.
You didn't deserve such treatment.
Did you? I will say, my view was a touch better than yours.
We found him at the top of a mountain with tree roots wrapped all around him. The only way to free him was to... well, that.
Highly pleasant. For all parties involved.
You okay?
The light. It's been so long.
There's an outcropping just ahead. The shade will make it easier on your eyes. Come on.
Alright.
You said Ragnarok is coming. Which means Baldur.
Baldur is dead.
Odin sent him to track down a giant.
You're gonna get me into guitar, hoping to start within the next couple of months.
Well, that's good. Guitar's a lot of fun. It's a little challenging at first to like start to get a hang of, but once you get cooking with it and learn a few basic chords and learn that you can play a bunch of songs just using those basic chord shapes, at least for me, that was very motivating and very rewarding.
Speak of Baldur.
I was
Watch
getting
out.
to that. Poison left leg.
Yonk. Anyways, I'm really happy that you're considering getting into guitar. Is there anything you'd like to know about guitar stuff that I could tell you by any chance?
I actually need advice on this thing.
On what thing? What do you need advice on?
Knock him down!
It's hard to play this while distracted.
Make my guitar make any kind of cool guitar distorted effects.
Well, there's two primary ways you can do it. Depends how you're recording. So, do you primarily play through an amplifier, or do you play through, like, plugins on your computer? Because those are two...
guitar up to the amp, and it makes a 1-pinch high sound.
Yeah, that's...
Just any tips that'll help me learn and memorize things a little quicker. Chord progressions seem to be difficult for me.
Okay, so first I'm going to answer Lyric's question since I was kind of in the middle of that, but like I said, it depends on which way you're recording or like playing your guitar. Do you primarily use an amp or do you primarily use like plugins, like you play it through your computer? Because those are two very different processes. An amp. Okay, so you can sometimes get good distorted sounds out of your amp, but if you're not getting good distorted sounds out of your amp, a good way to fix that is to buy a distortion pedal. So, like, there's all sorts of different pedals. You can try out a bunch at a guitar store and find one that works for you. The two that I use in conjunction typically, and like I said, I would not recommend this for starting. I would recommend something simple like a Boss DS1. That's what I started with in terms of a distortion. But yeah, getting some sort of simple pedal is a good way to get distortion if you're not happy with the distortion you're getting out of your amplifier. And then, what was the next question? Oh yeah, tips to help you progress. Overall, I think just focus on the chord shapes and try not to like rush yourself, but try and practice every day. Do something every day, because if you put it off for several days and then come back to it, you're going to get rusty and you're going to have to restart again. So you'll progress faster if you can focus in and do something every day. That's what I did when I was first starting out, and that was really, really helpful. Also, having a good teacher if you're taking lessons is a very big help. But yeah, there's tons of free stuff online that's very good. Obviously, Marty Schwartz is like the cliche, but he's a really good lessons guy. And also, I will say, when you're learning a song or a chord progression, start out playing it slowly if you're struggling to make the chord transitions. Play it slower than the normal speed, and then work your way up in terms of speed. Because if you start at the high speed and then you just keep messing up over and over and over, it won't help you improve.
Feedback sounds, like super loud and crazy sounds. Another thing, how can I hook it up to my computer and start messing around with computer effect plugins?
Alright, so not happy with like the noise. You might want like a fuzz pedal or something like that, because that doesn't quite have as much gain. I would say you want, if you're having a lot of problems with noise, you want less gain and more definition. So I would say try and play with the volume or the distortion knob if you've got one, and try and get the distortion that way as opposed to cranking up your gain. Because if you crank up your gain, you're going to get a lot of that noise and whatnot. And then, how do you start messing with plugins on your computer? So, first of all, you're going to need a decent computer, because, like, if you don't have a decent computer, it is going to lag, and you are not going to have a good response time or monitoring whenever you plug into it. But then you need to get what's called an audio interface. I recommend, like, the Focusrite Scarlett. That's what I use. And it's a really simple, like, 2-input interface that you just plug into your computer via USB, and you can record and monitor and use plugins on your guitars using that. Obviously, it's a lot more complex than that, and I'd be happy to elaborate sometime, but like that's the basics of how you start messing around with it on your computer.
You must leave before more creatures attack. You should have taken the spear. Defended yourself.
No. I've abjured all violence.
But you're the God of War.
I left that behind long ago.
If Odin starts Ragnarok, you really wouldn't fight?
Not even if I wished to.
Anyways, glad to answer questions.
Before we go any further...
It's always fun to answer questions.
The truth. What is it you want from me?
Definitely, sorry about the obnoxious TTS in the middle of you talking, gonna get your tag from Instagram and definitely try to talk to you.
Oh, Ian, you're good. I turned TTS on for a reason, because I had a feeling I'd have trouble keeping up with chat without it. You're not really interrupting me, you're just sending messages in and I'm responding as I can.
For the delayed messages, for some reason chat is notoriously laggy.
Yeah, Lyric, that's not your fault. It's fine. I'm responding to him. I'm responding to them as I'm getting to them, and so don't worry about. You're not causing me any inconvenience. I'm replaying this game. I'm not trying to like listen intently to the story or whatever. I played this game through and 100% completed it and the DLC. So like,
live to see Ragnarok.
I'm just chilling, playing the game.
We just want some answers.
I don't know how to help you.
It doesn't matter. The Giants trusted you. That's the tier we need. We need you.
Anyways, feel free to keep sending TTS stuff in. You're not bothering me at all.
What software do you use to record? Is it connected to the one you use to test effects on your computer?
Oh, I use the same software to play, like, monitor, like, play with plugin. All my plugins and all my amp sims and all that are all in GarageBand. I play everything and, like, record everything currently in GarageBand.
Perhaps now you'd like to finish the story?
The sons of Thor attacked us. We killed them. Freya. I killed him.
But you skipped over how he fought and freed the Valkyries. And that the giants are all gone. And now they called me Loki. And finding the shrines
Giants are gone.
and we got to Jotunheim. They were all dead.
What?
Okay, no idea.
Do you think Odin...
We do not know.
I think we're getting out of here not a moment too soon.
Whoa, what are those?
Reinforcements from Asgard. The Einherjar will want to invest.
One major discourager for me is learning these softwares. I wanted to produce EDM when I was 16 and I downloaded FL Studio and it was insane.
Odin's got tricks up his sleeve we haven't dared
No, that's
to-
cool. That's cool. Yeah, you just downloading and trying software. I mean, that's
Time for such
it happens.
past. We must leave. Now.
Anyways, feel free to keep sending in messages. Sorry, I got distracted for a minute with something. Alright, back to... Yeah.
Yggdrasil. It's been too long. I'd forgotten. Beauty.
Tyr, in your travels, did you ever hear the giants talk about Loki?
I'm sorry. That name doesn't sound familiar. The giants were very private people.
Makes sense.
Perhaps after a rest.
Alright.
A treehouse.
Lord Tyr, you're really alive.
Am I? I wonder.
Okay.
What about tips on good mixing? Like after you've recorded the part, how do you make it sound good and blend nicely with other instruments?
Normally,
Something I struggle with.
mixing is just kind of it's the basic mixing anyway, is a game of, it's a skill you have to learn by doing it. But in terms of general advice, I would say the guitars don't need to be as loud or as full as you think they need to be, and then covering the entire range of the sonic spectrum can kind of muddy up everything. So I would say take
all your instruments. If bass and drums
take
as well.
two. I would say when you're recording guitars, record 2 tracks, hard pan, 1 to each side. That makes it sound full. Pan your bass up the middle, and then drums up the middle as well. But if you're mixing for individual drums, I'm not as good at that because I use the GarageBand drums. To answer your question about what I use to record, I record my guitar and my bass parts myself. I play both those instruments. But the drums are GarageBand simulator drums. I do not know how to play drums.
Well, let's see what we can do. Please, come inside.
We'll be right in.
I'll be.
So, can we talk about what to do next?
There is much to consider. We will speak in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Has that ever stopped you from making a song exactly how you want it to sound?
Not really. I mean, sometimes things are muddier, sometimes things are thinner.
Much better.
But, like, I try and use whatever guitar sound I think is right for the song. And sometimes it is a little muddy. A good example is my Possum Kingdom cover. Those are pretty fat Marshall sounds, and I really had to push the bass to make the bass stick out the way I wanted it to. But overall, I'm happy with it because the guitars and the bass and everything together sounded like I wanted it to sound.
Thank you.
See?
But it does create
Sit tight,
complications.
Tyr. I'm gonna turn in. Big day tomorrow.
So, Tyr. Sounds like promises were made. Let's see about getting you settled, shall we? If you'll follow me.
Hey! Come see what I got for you. I'm sure we won't be interrupting any goings-on.
Anyways, what was I saying before?
Love that cover. My mom showed me the original a while ago and I realized I recognized the song from your cover, Mal.
Oh, Possum Kingdom? Oh, yeah. That's funny. I'm a little surprised. I'm a little surprised you heard mine first. I figured you'd be more. I figured most people would be more familiar with the original, even like from my like fan base, like people who like my stuff.
Need something special? Hey!
Dude, I made my Possum Kingdom sound like shit. I made my vid like 6 months ago, using the basic Focusrite guitar sound with added distortion.
And all of creation.
Yeah, that's. I mean, there's merit to making it purposely sound bad.
Naked. Maybe this go around use it a little more carefully, huh?
I will not.
I did not understand any of what was just said. Oh yeah, but there's merit to sounding to making your things sound purposely bad.
Singing, or are you naturally good? How hard do you strain when singing, or do vocal effects do a lot of the work?
Good singing, I would say you don't need to push your voice as hard as you think you need to, especially for a lot. Personally, I do a lot of stuff that is not very healthy for my voice. I push it to do notes that I really don't need to be doing in my vocal range, and I often go higher than I probably would if I was just singing casually and naturally. And I put I put a good amount of strain if I sing for too long uninterrupted in that range. So I take breaks in between recording any sort of vocally straining song, but I put a decent amount of strain into my voice, and then the effects do the rest. But overall, I've been trying not to hide behind the vocal effects as much. I've been doing a lot more clean vocals on my more recent stuff, and so it's a lot more audible what I'm actually doing, as opposed to just having the vocal effects be the primary sound of the voice. Whereas, like, with my older albums, I feel like the vocal distortion kind of guided how my voice sounded in a lot of ways.
What do you think?
I mean, most of your stuff I've listened to, you are just naturally talented when singing. I struggle with it, so I am wondering how it'll come.
I would say if you feel like you struggle with singing and and it bothers you, I would say either record a bunch of stuff to the point where you get more comfortable with your voice. Like, overall, I'm not a fan of my voice personally, and it irritates me how it sounds on a lot of recordings, and so I had to record a lot of different stuff before I got comfortable listening to it. And sometimes that's just an insecurity thing, and your voice really isn't that bad. But if you want to get better at singing and you think it would be beneficial for you, I do recommend vocal lessons.
With you in the room?
Again, free resources on the internet. Also,
Yeah, there are free resources. Yes, my sister is in here with me. She's answering some questions.
Oh, her chat says hi.
The chat says hello.
How often do you listen to your own music casually?
Not casually. I listen back to my own music somewhat regularly.
I listen to it because I'm like, Noah, play it back with me.
Yeah, it's, yeah, we play back the music here somewhat regularly because I'm just curious what stuff sounds like, or my sister hasn't seen things or heard things yet. So, somewhat regularly. One moment. Alright, I am back.
I'd like to climb a tree again.
Sorry, I needed to take care of something for a moment.
just wish Atreus were not so...
What was I saying before? Was I on a tangent?
I care only for your safety.
I know, brother. But holding him too tight won't keep him out of danger.
I have to say, I really like how these cutscenes are shot. The motion capture is really good. I really like Christopher Judge as Kratos.
I've never seen a man broken so completely.
His pain is fresh. Expect too much.
Aye, perhaps. Pity Freya still wants to kill you. That's an ally we could use.
That is not an option.
Yes, it is Christopher Judge. That is who plays
Did you
Kratos.
finally ever get bothered by replaying or recording? A major discouragement from me learning in HS was my dad always complaining.
I mean they did, and sometimes if I get too loud, they still do get a little irritated whenever I'm like recording. And most of the time I can record what I'm recording quietly since I'm doing it via the computer and I'm playing through Amp Sims. The only thing I can't do quietly usually is recording vocals. And so that part I typically do when nobody else is home or when only one or two people are home and they're not trying to like watch a TV show or whatever. But that's the only time anybody really gets irritated with me. I think they're so used to me playing guitar through the amp that like it doesn't really bother them quite as much as it used to whenever I'm just playing guitar through the amp casually. Because for a while, yeah, that was kind of a issue. But overall, my family's very nice and very permissive, so I don't really have a big problem with irritating them doing my stuff.
Wasn't sure you'd want to join me. I'm visiting an old friend.
Oh, I see. Or possibly not.
Like, not doing that, not to account. She's determined to murder you.
She wouldn't really.
Look, I think it's lovely that you see the best in people. I really do. And I want you to continue to see the best in people by not getting yourself murdered.
But we need her. It's worth the risk.
Is it, though?
Bro, my mom gets so pissed at me for playing my own drums.
Oh, you play drums? Like acoustic drums, Lyric?
Something much less risky.
You play like regular drums, Lyric? That's cool.
A certain old friend you haven't seen in a while. A very giant
I get that. I feel bad, but also not.
Find him?
Why don't I show you? It's just on the way to the vengeful goddess who wants you dead. So it'll give us some time to decide about not going there.
So, you know where Freya is?
No. I mean, yes, but look, let's just talk to the snake first, and then I won't take you to Freya. How's that sound?
I feel so weird playing as Atreus. That was just a totally unexpected and off-the-wall part of this game.
You don't need macOS for GarageBand, right? And gonna look into it.
You do. I think you do need Mac for GarageBand.
Bass, vocals, piano, trumpet.
That's cool, Eric. Like, that's really impressive. To answer somebody's question about GarageBand, you do unfortunately need Mac OS for GarageBand and Logic. You can use other programs, and I would if Pride would know more about that.
On things or people for making my music, I prefer to have everything be D.I.Y.
That makes sense, Lyric. I think it's really cool to have a diverse set of skills like that. I do a lot of different things with my guitar, and I'm able to make my guitar sound like a lot of other things, and so overall I don't need a lot of... yeah, I'd say so. I mean, he's in ICB, and ICB is kind of like group of buddies. It's the little community for all the artists that are kind of still around, other than, of course, like the Florida scene. They're kind of their own group.
I could just use some fresh air, is all.
Well, I hope you like it cold.
Should we swing by your cabin first? Will your furry friend be joining us this time?
No. I meant to tell you. Fenrir's dead.
Oh. I'm very sorry to hear that. As wolves go, he was always very clean.
Thanks.
I'd offer to give you a hug, but why traumatize either of us further? caught a whiff of something awful near the Helheim Tower. Remember how to get there?
Yep, just past the Oarsman. But that's what makes you think Jormungandr's nearby?
I know what I smelled.
Okay. Well, a lot's kinda happened, and I need answers.
All right.
Yo, so, what's been going on?
Chest.
Not so easy, huh?
Shut up!
Anyways, what was I talking about before I lost my train of thought entirely?
So, Father said I cast a spell when Fenrir died, but I don't know what he's talking about.
Accidental magic? That is disquieting.
Accidental magic's not all. I sort of turned into a bear.
A bear? Including the slobber?
Yeah, but I lost control. Frey knows magic better than anyone. She could help me.
Giant.
Fine. We'll do it your way then, Sin. A huge venomous snake seems much safer.
It's venomous?
Man, I will never get tired of Sindri in the first half of this game. It makes me so sad that they like ruin him by the end, and like not in like a bad way, like they did badly with his character. It just makes you sad to see his character that way.
Shoot the barrel. It's got soundstone on it. Yes. Feels good, right?
It's great, Sindri. We're blocked. How'd the Arm of Tyr statue end up here?
Find a way. Wow. Almost like you've done this before.
Almost like you've done this before, because I have.
So, Tyr's arm.
Your father owed Thor a blood payment. And, well,
You listen to Prince Daddy and the Hyena?
Yes, I do. Pride always really liked Prince Daddy and the Hyena, but I've always been a fan. It is whiny vocals and it's an acquired taste, but I really love that band. Very, very fun.
I love Prince Daddy.
Yeah, great band. Great band.
okay, here goes nothing.
I really like that song, Thrashfield, like, I don't know how to pronounce it. If it's 2/3 or 2 out of 3. I have listened to some Sad Park. I don't think I've listened to much Remo Drive. I think I have one of their songs in my playlist, though.
Take this, you dirty
Do
cow.
you like any Midwest emo stuff?
To be honest, I should probably listen to more Midwest emo stuff, because I do think it has some interesting musicians and some interesting talent, but I don't know quite as much about it. I don't know quite as much about it. Obviously, I know of Le American Football riff, but yeah, I mean, Midwest emo is a cool style. I just don't know as many artists from it as I do like alternative rock. I know a ton of alternative rock artists of various kinds. Oh yeah, I forgot. I listen to a whole bunch of different music. I have everything in my like playlists from like 20s to 40s big band stuff and classic pop and like 80s rock and Billy Joel and I have that. I have modern alt rock, like so many different things.
There. Let's get going.
Why are you worrying so much today?
I just need to look out for the people I care about. Keeps bad things from happening.
Freya wouldn't kill me. And Jormungandr's probably not even...
Did you ever listen to MGMT's newest album?
I don't know a lot of MGMT actually. I would consider... I have not heard the new album. I'm sorry. I would tell you about it if I had.
You like Law Dispute?
I have not heard of Law Dispute. I should maybe look into that.
Tried calling him?
Blowing the horn's the first thing we
He
tried.
made a terrible movie a couple years
I'm
ago.
not talking about the horn.
Oh, is it a movie? I thought it was a band. Like, I was hearing that we were talking about music stuff, so I was thinking it was a band that they were telling me about. MGMT.
Oh,
Check out Sad
yeah, they
Prayers
were
for
really
Guilty
big,
Bodies.
like,
No,
indie
it's a
pop.
band.
They
That's
haven't
not weird at all.
Sad Prayers for
One
Guilty
band
Bodies.
set
No,
one
it's
of
not a
band that you
band.
would love.
Oh, a band that I would love lyric. R.E.W. Do you mean R.E.M.? Or is R.E.W. like a separate band?
No, it is a band.
Oh, okay, cool. I will look into it. I'll check chat whenever the stream ends and look up those bands.
It's a band.
Oh, okay, cool.
Law
I will look it
Dispute is
up.
like early 2000s post-punk / screamo, super poetic
Ugh.
lyrics.
Sorry.
Okay.
No.
Interesting. Post-punk screamo. That's probably an interesting sound.
Who is an artist that makes bedroom rock?
That's cool. I'll take a look.
Is very modern.
Oh, cool.
Quite new.
I'm always looking for new artists. So.
What is that? What is that? That's all you're gonna say?
I like how Jormungandr just shows up, tells Loki Ironwood because he needs to be born, and then just disappears for the rest of the game.
Means we should have stayed home. Let's head back.
Door's frozen. Maybe I can...
What new bands or artists have you been listening to lately?
I'll have to take a look at my Spotify. I listen to a bunch of different stuff, and so sometimes it's hard to remember off the top of my head. You know what? I will look at that, because I have listened to some different stuff recently. I've been a big fan of Willie Rodriguez for a while, but that's not really new. What have I added to my playlist recently? One moment. Let me scroll all the way to the bottom of my major playlist, and I will tell you. Mostly a lot of older stuff. Oh, Mac Allen Smith's a good one. He's kind of independent country stuff from like the 90s, early 2000s. But yeah. He's from Texas.
Just stroll up to the old Valkyrie Council Circle and hope Freya's in a good mood?
Well, now that I know where she is, yeah, exactly what I'm gonna do.
worst. He's unbearable when he's smug.
Willie Rodriguez.
Yeah, Willie Rodriguez. He was
Baldur tried to kill
loosely
her.
associated with
He
the
had
scene for a
no
while. He
choice.
even commented on one of my tracks, and then so
Well,
Willie
I'm not
Rodriguez
mad.
is like Willie and like somebody named Starstare, and they make music together. They're like noise pop, whatever, and they have some really good stuff.
You think this stuff grows on trees? Atreus, you okay?
Oh, I'm glad I already have the rage unlocked. That's convenient. I've also been listening to a lot of older stuff. I have a playlist that's basically like whatever. You know how like in Fallout there's those radio stations? I basically built one of those. It's just like a bunch of classics, like up through 1975 in a big playlist. And I've been listening to a lot of that recently.
Oh dear. Maybe this is a sign.
Don't be a baby. I'll catch you. Promise not to drop you this time. Fine. Just step between the realms then.
Have you ever shown your face on social media?
I have. I'm pretty sure. If nothing else, I have on Spotify. My PFP is a character named Jeffrey that I drew in my English class sophomore year. He's a little animatronic dude. Kinda, yeah, but I draw him on, like, everything. He's like my little avatar, my little buddy, my little logo. Mascot, yeah. But yeah, there's pictures of me on Spotify. I don't really have a bunch of pictures of me, like, associated with my music or anything, but there are pictures.
My shop.
I don't really post them on social media or anything. So like I don't think I've ever posted pictures of myself on my music Instagram, for example.
You sure you want to go in there wearing the very arrow tip that killed her son?
I'll hide it under my shirt. And besides, it's a reminder to be better.
You need a murder weapon to be a better person?
It makes me feel brave, okay? Is that such a bad thing?
When it leads you to believe you can convince Freya of anything, yes, it is.
I have to try.
Hit the fire pot!
Please. Just keep going.
You sure this is a good idea? You haven't got a plan.
But yeah, there are pictures.
I think he's right.
What makes you think that applies here? This is life and death.
And this is Ragnarok. We can't just do nothing, and we're out of options.
Living.
Check out the Pine and Breakwater too.
I'll take a look at it. Thank you, Ian.
Okay, which way to the council? As long as I go up and forward, I think I'll get there eventually.
KK. THX.
Well, no problem.
You like Versus Self or Catalyst?
Versus. I think I have a Versus Self song in one of my playlists. Once.
Check him out there, Rely Emo LOL.
Alright, more sound stuff.
I'll take a look. Pines.
Porpine.
I don't get what you're
Amazon
saying.
Music.
Oh, I use Spotify for most things.
I need to destroy this sonic piece first. Alright, I just need to get a different angle on
The
this.
Pine Pyre like a 90s emo band and Catalyst / versus Self are modern basement emo shit.
Yeah. I didn't know what you were referring to when you said The Pine. I thought you were referring to, like, Where Did You Sleep Last Night? Like the Kurt Cobain version of that. In the pines, where the sun will never see. Yeah, that thing.
Man, if Father could see me now, he would lose it. I wouldn't have to hide things if he'd just trust me.
How can I trust you if you lie?
Maggot is good too, they're a German emo band.
German emo band, that's gotta be something. Are there songs in English, or are they,
Did I not say the same? Well, where do you think I learned it from?
Are the songs in English or German? Okay, cool. I know a lot of German bands write songs in... I know a lot of German bands write songs in English.
I recommend listening to Your Plan Is Too Obsessive by Maggot.
I'll take a look at it.
Gotta keep going up.
I don't think I can play it on stream without getting copyright claimed. You can get claimed for playing copyright music on stream.
Why won't you tell me?
Die Cassier is a really good 80s punk band.
I'm just getting this slate of music recommendations tonight. I'll take a look at these.
I wonder if they'd be copyrighted. Those bands really never blew up like that. They're more down the rabbit hole kinda shit.
You would be surprised what's copyrighted on YouTube.
Orange County band. They look a lot like Ike. But punk instead of rock.
I really wish I had a compass.
Oof. Man, I suck with the Atreus combat. Yeah, The Garden has some good stuff. I have one or two of their songs. Chainsaw the Door is kind of a fun one. The lyrics are pretty nonsensical, but it is fun. Ooh. Forgot how bad I was as a Atreus. Ooh. Death 1. L. Big L. Gigantic, enormous now.
Batteries is a fucking amazing band from Austria. They have such a unique and random sound. You like Vomniac?
I know a couple people in ICB really like Vomniac, but I haven't heard that many of their songs. A lot of the other artists that I know from like ICB really like Vomniac.
another great ass band is Meth Wax. They're like surf punk.
Oh, dude, I love Meth Wax. I love Meth Wax. You are preaching to the choir here, my friend.
Meth Wax, yes.
Everyone, Meth Wax is a goated band.
Really good too.
Meth Wax is a goated band. I love Meth Wax's self-titled.
Surf Rock.
The Soaks. That's a fun name for a band.
I got this, right? Yeah, I got this. Freya shouldn't be much farther now. Just need to look out for that big door.
But yeah, Meth Wax is like one of my favorite indie rock bands. Very noisy, very garagey, very basic chords, but good.
Hello down there.
Hey! Come to your senses yet?
Yes. I mean, I'm not changing my mind.
Ha! You do have doubts. Hey!
Like you never do? Better than having regrets.
I'm not sure I agree with that, but by all means, keep going and you might find those too.
Keep going and you might find those too.
Yeah, love and glow. I'm gonna hop off for the night. Expect a DM from me soon, man. I've been a huge fan of her music for a while and it's been
Alright, thanks Ian. Good night, man.
Bands from the 90s under Merge.
That's cool. Yeah, I've heard a lot about Merge Records.
Freya, am I wearing this around my neck?
Good night, Ian. Thanks for coming in. Yeah.
The arrow tip that killed your son? That's a great question.
Like the main guys from Superchunk made their own indie label. They have Neutral Milk Hotel on it.
Yeah, that's why I remember the name. That's why I remember the name Merge Records, Neutral Milk Hotel. Alright, Lyric Read. Okay, you're wishing him good night. I thought you were also going to bed. For a second there. Alright. Let's watch Atreus almost get himself killed.
You should have stayed with Sindri.
Wait! Stop!
Your father. Where is he?
Not here!
He sent you?
No! He doesn't know!
You shouldn't have come. He took my son. What makes you think I won't do the same?
You're better than this!
Oh man. Teary Freya.
No sleep for life.
No sleep for life. Let's go. Let's go, baby.
Stake your life on it. What do you know of me?
I know you haven't killed me yet. So while you're thinking it over, why don't you let me go and I can tell you why I came?
You mean to plead for your father, save your breath.
I work as a canna in the mornings, so I pretty much get no sleep. Calculus in the evenings.
Oh, calculus. I would rather have many diseases. So what is a CNA exactly?
Well, what if I told you that he came to Midgard? He came to us. Offered peace if we don't move against him. Claims Ragnarok's already been averted.
He lies.
Maybe. But if you know Groa's prophecy, you know it depends on an army of giants.
The giants wait for war in Jotunheim.
No. I've been there. There is no giant army. There are no giants at all. Just me. You. In Jotunheim, we learn the truth. My mother was the last guardian of our people in Midgard. And that's not all. The giants have prophecies about me.
Oh man.
Know me as...
So you work as a CNA. What's a CNA? Isn't that a medical thing?
Ass wiper.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm supposed to...
Oof. Sorry to hear that, man. Nursing assistant.
But since all the giants are dead,
Man, I'm sorry to hear that. That's got to be a hard job. But somebody who's got to do it. So, good on you for doing it.
why aren't we working together? Now that you can fight again.
I am far from whole.
Okay. Okay. What we found here. Maybe if you spoke to him.
Tyr's alive?
Yeah. We broke him out of Svartalfheim.
Impossible. The 9 realms are closed to all.
No. We opened up the way. We just don't know where to go next. But if we all band together...
Enough. Enough!
Oh man, forgot how quickly this was like, ugh. The dynamic here is so weird.
Go, do not return.
Yeah, that's gotta be a hard job, man.
Go before I change my mind. Do not expect the same mercy for your father.
I like Freya. She's vengeful, but she's a believable character and just a devoted character. I really like her in this game. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe she's unreasonable, but ooh, I like Freya. Gimme this. Alright, let's head back.
So I'm not dead. I didn't get any answers. So this all might have just been a very big waste of time. Which I will never, ever admit to Sindri.
Alright, back this way. Lyric, did you have anything else you wanted to talk about, my friend?
Oh, thank Amir. You're all right. How did it go? I'm starting to think.
Sindri, I told you I could handle it. But I don't think she's gonna help us.
Where's your necklace?
Huh? Oh! I was thinking and I, got rid of it.
She took it, didn't she? Today was your lucky day. So, tell me, how did it feel to run on chaos?
I
just fixed that! I still got my bag of tricks. If you need me, I'll be.
So I have like a 6-song EP planned to release sometime during either the summer or late August.
That's good. I wish you luck with your EP, my friend. What kind of stuff's on the EP?
Oh, cigarettes are for pussies.
Pretty accurate title.
I'll repair it later. Let's get out of here before something else tries to kill us.
Yeah, good idea.
I hate to bring it up, but are we telling your dad about this? Since you've come clean and all.
No.
And I also have a Valentine's song film coming up called Coronet.
What? Called what? It's hard to see that chat. I'll have to look at this.
For a long time. I'll tell you on the way back. Come on.
It's about the relationship with my partner coming to a pause after I joined for the Navy as a medical assistant.
They ever quit?
That sounds like a good song topic. You know, stuff coming to a pause. I think that's a good theme for Valentine's Day.
Surf rock / garage rock songs.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, back to Alphine Tower.
I'll take a listen to it when it comes out. Just make sure to send it to me.
The forge. Brock died. I couldn't accept it. I went to the Lake of Souls in Alfheim to steal her back. Legions of souls tried to stop me. I can still feel them crawling all over my skin. Thing is, I could only get 3 of his 4 soul parts back.
Sindri.
Brock just thought he got knocked out. I've been lying to him ever since. It's been eating at me lately.
You have to tell him. He has a right to know.
When the time is right. As should you with your father.
That's not the same thing.
Nah, I thought I could stick that up there. I'll take a listen to your EP when it comes out.
Really? Now?
Wow, that was easy.
Anyway, you did a good
The EP itself is pretty nonsensical with like mostly such stylized and dorky songs on it.
No, that's fine. Most albums aren't like a vision or like a cohesive thing. Same with most EPs. Not like a vision that's cohesive.
An album planned called Milkman about like suburban serial killers.
Ah, well, I hope that's good. That's gotta be a... Ugh. Oh, man.
Who you are.
That one's just
Themed album?
garage rock, like Might Crawl.
Well, I wish you luck with that.
Trey?
It's an... Shut up. So I'm not allowed to give you a nickname?
Is that what that was?
Whatever, Loke. Nope, that was worse. And I heard it when I said it.
Too bad.
All right.
It's so sad.
Shall we?
Alright. Completing the mission.
THXX.
No problem, man.
Home empty-handed.
Take care.
Your Tyr was such a failure. Just wanted to...
Hang on, Will Jotun. Tyr may not be everything you expect from a failure. You saved him from a terrible...
You're a huge inspiration to me, so it means a lot that you'd listen to my music.
Ah, it's good to hear that, man. Somebody needs to be, you know,
Well, let's not make it worse.
Cowboy and Fried and them were like that for me. I always thought they were cool, and so them listening to my music was cool. And so I'm glad to hear that I can do that for other people.
That is not the risk that concerns me. Do we trust the path they would put us on?
I trust their wisdom, and this is the closest thing to hearing directly from them.
You are certain the Giants would not counsel war?
I said that they were wise. In my experience, that goes with being peaceful.
Oh, little brother. Told you we needn't worry.
Atreus, where have you been?
Peeing?
Hope you're all hungry.
I could eat.
Is everyone as well rested as I am? Be right down.
So like what other video games do you like to play?
I played this one to completion. I really like God of War. I played COD, I played Fortnite, but I really didn't take much interest after the whole OG thing ended. I played Red Dead Redemption 2. That's a hard game to stream and make entertaining. It's mostly just a talk with chat type game, but I enjoy playing that one too occasionally.
I accept.
What? Atreus, we're planning our next move.
Oh, so where are we going?
I play like roguelikes and Metroidvanias and point-and-click adventures, like Isaac, Sold and Sanctuary, or Obradin.
Oh, that's cool. I always found the aesthetic of those games cool, but I was never very good at them. Didn't really know how to play them. The strategizing was always kind of difficult for me.
Oh, maybe there's a secret there I can unlock.
Aye. Who better than the seer who saw everything?
I wasn't sure you, Never mind. That's great. How fun.
Hey, don't go forgetting this what'll get you there.
You know what? I'm gonna build a bigger table.
You know what? I'm gonna build a bigger table.
More for me.
Tyr, you're really up for coming with us?
I am. Whenever you're ready. Well, whenever your father's ready, I should say. If my counsel might help you towards the answers you seek, it's the least I can do to repay you.
Yeah, they hard.
I think it will do me well.
Yeah, oh, man, I suck at strategy in regular games, much less 2D games.
Shit.
3D, I can understand the space a little better. It's just hard to conserve health and, like, pay attention to the other.
So, where'd this plan come from?
Oh, from Mimir, of course. I was merely asking how you found me, and he explained the secret prophecies inside the Jotnar shrines. Fascinating.
From there, we set to taking stock of which shrines we'd seen, at which point your father recalled finding Groas outside the Temple of Light. And now that we can actually go to Alfheim, the prudent course of action became self-evident.
Nary a lost step for the world's smartest man. Even without feet, if you'll forgive the levity. I was always fond of our talks, you know?
Aye. And it's good to see you a free man again, old friend.
Alrighty. Baby.
To you as well, Brock. These clothes do better than I deserve.
Darn straight. And never mind what Brock had to trade the landlord to get that Yggdrasil seat for us.
The landlord?
The landlord. Ratatosk is a funny part of this game.
Right behind you.
I'll meet you at the gateway presently, friend.
So what future plans do you have for your music? Like upcoming projects or covers? Even side ideas?
Right now, I'm working on a remasters album of a bunch of my older songs, like re-recording them, redoing them, because my recording skills were really not good when I recorded my first couple albums. So that's first, and then I'm trying to decide whether I want to try and work on my next Maniac thing, or if I want to try and diversify into doing some stuff for the indie side project that I've been working on, or do some more covers. I feel like I've already been doing like way too many covers, though.
I promise I'll be brief.
Those are my current plans.
My goodness, what a strapping physique. Capable of an astounding variety of acts of violence, I imagine.
What is happening?
This must be the squirrel that tends the world tree.
That delectable aroma. Could it be? Pardon the intrusion. Ah, yes. Amber resin. Delightfully nutty with a hint of squidding.
No.
Not one for gastronomic exploration, I see.
Wait, if you're Ratatosker, why are you so different when we summon you for help?
It's a long story.
Date of upload.
Date of upload. The remasters album probably next month. Other than that, not really sure.
I consider him so far removed from myself that he's
I'm still working on the other stuff.
Speaking of, Bitter, would you like to...
Now you can never do too many covers. I'll go doing them.
Yeah, I like doing covers, but they are just so boggy, and I don't want to be the covers guy.
Now that I've polished off all this resin for you, would you like the seed back?
It is the seed.
Indeed. A seed of Yggdrasil, to be precise. Since my dwarven tenants performed their little reconfiguration, you'll need seeds like these to open up new destinations on my tree.
I've got 4 Mike Crawl covers planned, where I play 4 of each of his songs per cover in a kind of album-themed mashup of his songs. Each recorded live or something.
That sounds cool. I would listen to that.
Their own music video.
I would, like I said, I'd listen to that. That sounds cool.
Ah, so that's why good Master Brock needed an Alfheim seed. Clearly you have important matters afoot. That seed you found unlocks Niflheim of all places, a realm as ancient as it is vaguely sticky.
A realm as ancient as it is vaguely sticky.
As we travel, you can tell me the tale of your prior visit to the land of the elves.
Sure I can. Alfheim was the first time we ever realm traveled using your temple. Freya tried coming with us, but I didn't cast a spell on her. Can't leave Midgard.
That's terrible.
So then we fought our way through an army of dark elves to get to the light.
You interfered in the elf war.
Not by choice. We sought to fill our Bifrost, and they attacked us.
The dark elves were covering it with their sticky hive stuff. When we freed it, light elves came back. They seemed better in Alfheim.
Did they now? Alfheim. It's been so long.
Not sure where the temple is from here. That's where we'll find Groa's shrine.
Broken history. Aye, not exactly an easy fix for that.
Oof.
I see the elves continue their war.
Yeah. So much for things being better in Alpha. Yikes. Winter hit Alfheim hard.
No. Storms have plagued Alfheim's deserts long before Fimbulwinter.
Living desert. Huh.
Alright. Was Bud doing okay?
Yeah, he was just standing at his people barking.
Okay.
Yeah. Unclear why. We couldn't figure it out.
And then he just stopped?
Yeah, no visible injuries, no nothing. He wasn't limping any more than usual.
Was his food bowl empty?
No. He stopped in the middle of eating. The perfectly fine food to just bark. The world was ending. Yes. He couldn't get to his hips were hurting while trying to balance.
Poor baby.
I know, but no
like
clear
So
cause.
what's like your living situation like?
Okay.
Like, are you going to college or
Old man
making music or what?
To answer your question, Lyric, I am doing community college and not living at home currently, and then I'm going to transfer to a 4-year for my bachelor's after I get my associate's in community.
Over here. Enigma Maniac.
Enigmac? That's pretty funny. Anyways, what was I saying before? Oh yeah, I am doing college, but it's community college for right now, so I'm staying at home.
Freyr never bothered returning to Alfheim, did he, Mimir?
Aye, no. I assumed the fate of his own realm took precedence.
Wait, Freya's brother?
Yes. Cut from a different cloth, that one.
Nice. First shot. Let's go.
There's a barricade up ahead. What are those shiny rocks?
Twilight Stone. A rare material that can take millennia to form. Majestic, isn't it? Occasionally, the light of Alfheim will bind to a rock and crystallize, growing like moss on a fallen tree. Truly a wonder of the Nine Realms. Oh, I didn't know it could do that.
Hello, wretches. Come here, babe. Yeah. Come here, boy. Oh, hello, exploding wretch.
Freya's brother.
Those things are so goofy.
Long ago, Freyr of the Vanir traveled to Alfheim, where he discovered a once beautiful land devastated by war. Using his divine powers, he set about cultivating a tenuous peace among the elves.
Dope. I'm already doing my first 2 years while in high school, so all the basics. Then I wanna get my baccalaureate in biology or physiology. Then go into the Navy.
Did you mention how that...
How was the Navy?
Then into med school for a Surgeon MD.
Oh, okay. You're looking to be a surgeon? That's cool. That's really impressive.
Music while doing that.
Oh, it's really impressive that you managed to make music while doing that. That's a really hard... That's a really... Dead raccoon gremlin. Oh.
Why are you fighting us? We helped you last time.
Atreus, focus.
Hey, Alpha.
Yeah, set these light elves on fire, thank you. Moonveil spamming boys. Meet the blades of chaos.
Most unfortunate.
They attacked us.
More will follow once we're inside. Is there truly no other way?
Not like they're giving us much of a choice.
So your father said. I'm just naive, I suppose.
No. Just an optimist, old friend.
Alright. But anyways, I wish you luck with the whole surgeon thing. That's really impressive. Ooh. Squeaky.
It's an older gate.
What are you doing?
The best medical program, and I like the idea of traveling around the world on a boat.
Oh, that's pretty good compromise then. How is the Navy nowadays? I know a couple of guys who are like in the Marines and Army, but I don't think I know anybody in the Navy.
Plus, I'll pay my MD with the G bill.
The GI Bill paying for your MD.
So,
nice.
What's happening right now?
This seal is meant to represent the balance of the realm when Freyr was here. Light and dark, working together in harmony. How's that look, Atreus?
Good, I think. Father, now you go.
Unfortunately for Alfheim, Freyr couldn't accept his sister's decision to marry Odin. He returned to Vanaheim, and and left this realm to its fate.
To be fair, the Aesir did set him on fire that one time.
The door should have opened. Are you sure it's balanced?
Yeah, but the realm isn't. Not anymore. Father, try pulling it the other way. Yeah, and here, you keep pushing forward.
Well, the Navy is the Marines' healthcare, through Sark.
Well, not wrong. The Marines need the Navy. The Marines need the Navy to get where they're going. Yep. That's.
I mean, best out of all the branches.
That's just how they looked before the
Glad to hear that then.
Yes. The elves weren't always split between light and dark, you know. This statue depicts the elves before the war, before they discovered the power of the light.
Alright.
What's that sound?
No sense in spoiling the surprise.
Oh, it's the light!
I've never seen a lake of souls so volatile.
Aye. Fimbulwinter, you reckon?
Of course. Making the light unstable.
So the base of this light well, that's the Lake of Souls.
Yes. After the creation of the 9 realms, fallen souls began to gather down in those waters.
When the elves discovered its potential, they built this temple to harness that energy. A smashing success, to say the least.
Many of them became addicted to their newfound power.
Alright. Let's get going. Where are we headed now?
Well done. Though I imagine our light elf friends will be less than pleased.
Speaking of light elves,
let me try talking to them again. They
Best
may
just to let these two do their thing, brother.
maybe you can throw those back at them!
Alright, well, we'll keep in touch with all of your future projects, but I have to go now.
Alright, good night, man. Take care of yourself.
Thank you so much, Maniac, for being such an awesome artist.
Thank you. Thank you. Rock on yourself, my friend. See you later. Take care of yourself.
Poor souls.
Here, they came across on light bridges. But now the bridges are gone.
I have an idea to get us across.
Alright, is anybody else still watching? Because once Lyric gets off, I'm probably gonna stop for the night. If there's nobody else in chat still.
@___/ad.
Where are you going?
He's just looking around. He does this sometimes.
Oh,
Thank you, Lyric. Thank you for listening. Thank you for coming to the stream. And I'll see you later.
The temple looks so different than I remember. It was all broken and covered in hive stuff last time we were here.
These elves use Alphine's light to enhance the temple.
They definitely look more dangerous than last time.
Oh, those were just the foot soldiers. They'll get more dangerous the further up we go.
Great.
Alright, good night, Lyric, and good night, whoever else is in chat. I'm gonna stop for now.